So if you don't want to, see this travel nodes and it looks like, oh, why I should, because that is going to make my model visualize not that great. So you can go in this, right click on this network view mode, and you can say, none, and you can have a just a dot visible there in your complete simulation model. And when you want that to come back, click on the same node, right click, go into the properties and show on. Okay. Now, let us understand this model. How is that been created and how is that working? So what we do is we create a person at the entrance which walks to the reception, and from reception it goes to the waiting area. The RM is going to escort the person from the waiting area to the recliner chair, where he's going to do the diagnosis for the patient, and then that person is going to be sent it again back, okay, and then the RM comes back. So if you see here by default travel systems have been used where they are traveling the shortest distance. But now say I want to use this travel network and force these people to use that travel network. How we are going to use? I'm going to tell you one of the bonus tips, so stay tuned there, and that is going to be really helpful. I also discovered that when I was working on this video, okay? And in the comment section, let me know which is the best travel systems you use, A-star or network nodes, okay? Now talking about this, when you do a network node, you need to create a connection which is going to be a connection from this node to your entrance, from this node to the reception, from this node to the recliner, and from this node to the registration. Wherever these people are going to go, you must have this connection or you will get an error where you are not going to have that thing been connected. Okay, now I'll just connect this RM person to this node and we'll see what difference you're going to see. Now this is done by the A connection from RM to this network node. Okay, the moment I run this now, you should see that my operator RM is following the travel nodes, travel network, travel system. But my red color person or the patient is not following that path. Why? Because my person is not yet assigned to the network node. But how can we assign that? Because we are directly creating this from the process flow out in here, which is onto the entrance. But then how can I make this person also use the travel network, right? So that is going to be a bonus tip now, and look at that carefully how it's going to be made. Okay, you cannot make this operator because this operator is freshly made, freshly created person from this process flow which comes directly from the entrance here. So to do that, what you need to do is you need to create a person not onto the entrance but onto the node of a travel network. So when you create a person onto a travel network, now just have a look at this, what happens. Now you can see a red line is automatically created for that person connected to the network node, stating that that person is now aligned with the network node, and these two persons should now travel from your level. That sounds quite easy, right? That sounds quite fascinating. That sounds quite, oh my goodness, that's very easy. But this was not known, right? This was not even mentioned anywhere. So that is how you need to have that noted out. Okay, so note that out. If you want to use the travel network, you need to create a person from the process flow onto the network node in order to use that. Okay, so that is how it is going to be. Now, how to add, the network nodes is what I am going to tell you now. Okay, so what do you need to do? You need to go into the network nodes here. You need to drag this. You will have a dot here. And from this A connection, okay, you need to click wherever you want to go. Say I have to make a straight line. I can have these two things here, okay. Dragging this is what I'm going to get this. So you have a network node created here, okay. Now you can connect this. Connecting this will create your two directional arrows. Now say for example you want to make this path as just one directional, you need to make a Q connection, okay, make a Q connection to, now this, if I make it from this node to this node, The red means it will only travel from left to right and not from right to left. Okay, this is how it works. And again, when I make it say from Q, from left to right, my path is deleted. Now if I want to make that again, I need to make a connection, and by default those will be two directional paths being corrected. Okay, remember, you need to use A connections to create a connections, and you need to use Q connections to remove the connections. Okay, now what are the things you're going to use here? If you see now, the best part of this is that you are supposed to be assigning operators the way you want. Okay, now if you can create curved paths, if you need it, you can right click on a path and change it to a curved path. Okay, and then doing so will add a spline points on the path, and you can drag those spline points to create the curves as much required. Okay, so that is how basically it works. And let me know in the comment section, how have you made a path curved? Okay, for premium content, do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com, where you will be getting all these premium contents available. So talking about what things you're going to get in, you're going to get in, simulation solutions. You're going to get premium training classes for simulation stuffs. You will be getting 3ds model file support. You can buy modules. You get access to simulation case studies. You can visit our services. Also, you can visit the blogs which you're going to get. So I was talking about simulation solutions, right? You can schedule one-on-one session with us, for training and details. You can access our digital assets like Learning Center. Okay, so here comes the booking online appointment. Talking about training classes, you can access premium training classes. Once you are going to purchase our subscriptions, you will be able to access our training classes which are listed out here, and these are continuously getting upgraded, guys. Talking about blogs, here we bring in blogs from travel experiences, health, devotionals, like industrial engineering, personality development, simulation tech, and lot more interesting and exciting. So do not forget to visit our website leansimcorp.com for premium content, blogs, and lots more.